This is an automated plant watering solution that keeps your plants perfectly watered and healthy even when you are away. Let's learn how to build this video. Before we start building AquaSense, let's take a quick look at the components you will need for this project. First, we need one Arduino Uno, one soil moisture sensor, one relay module, one water pump with a pipe that will automatically water your plants when the soil gets too dry, some jumper wires, one USB cable, one single battery holder, battery. Alright, let's start with the connection of the circuit according to this circuit diagram. First, we have this soil moisture sensor. It consists of two main parts, the probe and the sensor module. Probe has two metal prongs that you insert into the soil. The probe works by measuring the resistance between the two prongs. When the soil is wet, it conducts electricity better, reducing resistance. When the soil is dry, resistance increases. The probe has two pins which connect to the sensor module. And the sensor module has two sets of pins, one set for the probe and the other set for connecting to the Arduino. On this side, we have two pins labeled plus and minus. This connects directly to the pins on the probe. The plus pin connects to one prong of the probe and the negative pin connects to the other prong. On the other side, we have four pins labeled A0, D0, VCC and GND. Now let's talk about the difference between A0 and D0. A0 is the analog output pin and D0 or DO is a digital output pin. The analog output pin A0 gives us a range of values which allows us to measure how much moisture is present in the soil. This is useful because it gives us more detailed information. D0 on the other hand is a digital output pin. It gives us only two values, high or low, which means dry or wet based on a threshold we set. It doesn't give us detailed information about the moisture level. For this project, we want to know the exact moisture level in the soil so we can water the plants when needed and avoid overwatering. That's why we use the analog output pin A0 so that we can decide exactly when to turn the water pump on and off. Now take male to female jumper wires and insert it in the module. Take your Arduino Uno board and connect VCC to the 5V pin, GND to the ground pin and A0 to the A0 analog input pin on the Arduino. Now take the relay. It acts as a switch, allowing our Arduino to control the high power water pump safely. It has three main pins, VCC, GND and IN. Additionally, it has three terminal pins labeled NO, COM and NC. NO stands for normally open. Think of this as a switch that is usually off when the relay is not activated. There's no connection between COM and NO, so the light or device stays off. Use NO if you want the device like our water pump to be off by default and only turn on when the relay is activated. NC stands for normally closed. This is a switch that is usually on when the relay is not activated. There is a connection between COM and NC so the light or the device stays on. Use NC if you want the device to be on by default and turn off when the relay is activated. Insert male to female jumper wires here. Connect VCC to the 5V pin on the Arduino to power the relay. Connect GND to the ground pin on the Arduino. Connect IN to a digital pin on the Arduino like pin 7. This pin will control the relay. In our case, we will use the NO and COM terminals. Take the water pump. Connect the red wire from the water pump to the COM terminal on the relay. Now we need to power the water pump. Take the single battery holder and connect its positive terminal to the NO terminal on the relay. Connect the negative of the pump to the negative terminal of the battery holder. Again, verify the connection according to the circuit diagram. It's time to write some code. You can download the code file by using the link given in the description below. Open the code file if you have already downloaded the Arduino IDE, otherwise download the Arduino IDE first. Now let's understand how the code works. First, we define two main parts of our system, the soil moisture sensor and the relay module. We set the soil moisture sensor pin A0 and the relay control pin 7 as variable to make it easier to change them later if needed. In the setup function, the serial.begin 9600 line initialize communications with the serial monitor, a tool that allows us to see the values our Arduino is reading. Here we call this 9600 number the baud rate. It's like the speed at which the Arduino talks to the serial monitor. We set the relay pin as an output, which means we can use it to turn the relay on and off. The loop function is where the main action happens. First, we read the moisture level from the soil moisture sensor using analog read soil moisture pin function. This gives us a value between 0 and 1023, where 0 means the soil is very dry and 1023 means it's very wet. We print this value to the serial monitor so we can see it. Then we check if the soil moisture value is below a certain threshold, 700 in this case. If the soil is too dry, we turn on the water pump by setting the relay pin to high. This completes the circuit and activates the pump. If the soil is not too dry, we turn off the water pump by setting the relay pin to low, which opens the circuit and stops the pump. Let's upload our code to the Arduino. Follow these steps to bring your project to life. Connect the Arduino Uno to your computer using a USB cable. Then select an port and board in the same menu and select Arduino Uno. Now upload the code by clicking the upload button. You can see the sketch is first verified by the compiler and then uploaded to the Arduino. And now with everything connected and coded, install the circuit in the pot and automate the watering process to make gardening easier and more efficient. Insert the battery in the holder. Let me power this Arduino. The soil moisture sensor measures the moisture level in the soil and the Arduino reads it and checks it if it is below a certain threshold. If the soil is too dry, Arduino activates the water pump through the relay to water the plants. If not, it keeps the pump off to avoid over-watering. This project can be implemented for actual house gardening by using AC power. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos.